Hey everybody, Stephen Bogan here from Pro Physique, and today I'm going to talk a little bit on the psychology.
My name is Steven, and this is our video about health and fitness things. And I work for Pro Physique, and I am just a guy with a fitness thing for you.
Alright, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Before you get to it, I know the stash has been slain. So if you miss it, let me know. If you're like my beautiful fiance who watched the video of me shaving it off 20 times smiling, let me know. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the psychological aspects of what we do, how we are, successful with exercise or life in general, and give a little bit of a sneak peek to my presentation that's going to be happening at the Pro Physique Experience. And so if you like it, you can actually order the live stream for the Pro Physique Experience. It's going to be happening next weekend. It's going to be myself, Danny Kirschka speaking, the one and only Dr. Joe Klemczewski, the founder of Flexible Dieting, the glute guy himself, Brett Contreras, Dr. Matthew Blevins, DPT, and of course, the man himself, Paul, all speaking on different things. And so I will put that link in the description here. So if you all are interested, you can actually purchase that live stream because we will be sold out for in attendance here in the Tampa Bay area. But this is just a part of my talk. And so I think it's something that's very important that I've actually had to address with so many different individuals in the sport, outside of the sport, with myself, in my personal relationships, and it's so vastly important to our success. And the topic today is that of self-talk. You're like, Stephen, we all talk. Yes, we all talk. Some of us talk to ourselves a little bit more than others, and some of us a little bit less. But what we say to ourselves is vastly important into not only just like how well we do, because we'll talk about what that means in terms of your performance and outcome stuff, but it has a really huge impact on who we believe we are. And I think this is where everything starts, because when we believe that we are capable, when we believe that we are able, when we have that support system, we have people that are really giving us the business in terms of they're lifting us up, right? We go after more. We believe we can accomplish more. And this is, albeit maybe it's some self-efficacy, maybe it's some self-confidence, right? We've gained confidence and belief that we're able within specific situations or in this overall just like setting of life, okay? And so we now believe because we've accomplished X, we can accomplish Y. And then when we accomplish Y, we believe, okay, well, maybe I can accomplish, Z. And so we kind of go in this order when we build ourselves up. And now what used to seem impossible, well, now it doesn't seem so impossible anymore. It seems quite possible. And so this self-talk is such a big determinant of how we feel about ourselves. And I'm sure many of you, just as myself, know that it's very easy to get into this habit of beating yourself up over something. Man, I did that wrong. Like, you're so stupid, Stephen. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you snap at them? Why would you treat someone like that? Why did you do that thing in sport, in jiu-jitsu? Oh, man, like, why did you go that way, Stephen? You grabbed the wrong leg. Like, you know better than that, idiot. All these simple things where it's like, I can get into this negative feedback loop with myself, in my own head. And so oftentimes what I like to do when I see this happening is say, hey, I want you to stop. And I have to do the same thing with myself. And again, this can happen in all facets. I want you to stop beating yourself up, Stephen. Every time I have that thought like, oh, you know what, my physique's not that good. I'm like, no, Stephen, Stephen, you've been working on your physique for a long time. Your physique is great. It's made a ton of progress, and I'm extremely proud of the progress that we've made. And you can do the same thing. Oh, I'm not quite lean enough. Like, stop. You've lost 25 pounds already. You have changed so many of your life habits. You have started to understand these things on a deeper level. you have become so much better at balancing this and the rest of your life. You've found a way to do this that's realistic for you for the long term, for your everyday. So now we're reframing and replacing those things. Because when we talk to ourselves negatively, again, we get into that feedback loop. And it's very easy to do so, but we take our own power away. We actually make ourselves less capable and less able because we are now doubting ourselves. We are now telling ourselves that we maybe aren't worthy, or that we maybe aren't capable, or we maybe don't have the skills, when all of those things are very likely untrue. And so we do want to be very aware of how we look at ourselves in the physique industry, because comparison is the thief of joy, right? And so often we will compare, and I see it nonstop for a lot of people who are getting ready for stage. They're looking at everybody else online. They're looking at their Instagram pictures. And we forget Instagram might be photoshopped, the lighting is gonna be special, they can touch up, they can contrast, they can do all these things and sharpen and all that stuff. So how they look on Instagram might not even be how they look in real life, and it's probably not how they look in real life. And we, even in that, are taking away from our own successes, our own joys, our own progress, the things that we should be really, truly proud of because of that. So it's very important that we understand when this negative self-talk is happening, that we stop, we reframe, and replace that. That way, we're still enjoying, we're still getting our successes, we're still getting our wins. Your wins are very important. They don't have to be the same as anyone else's wins, but it's very important to understand and to celebrate your own wins, to have pride in your accomplishments and your hard work and your dedication. And that could be getting on stage, that could be losing 5 or 10 pounds, it could be losing 50 or 100 pounds, it could simply be just doing something to better manage your stress or educating yourself so you understand the process better and you're ready for the next step. Those things are all huge accomplishments. So make sure that when you're in here, you're not letting this take away. Now, even within that thought process of, yes, there's so much in life in terms of our confidence, in terms of how we feel about ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we appreciate our body, and all that stuff where self-talk is vastly important. And yes, please keep that in mind. But self-talk is actually something that we can, in fact, use for performance. And for those of you that have been in a really tough diet, you understand that self-talk can be really beneficial. Oh man, you know what, Steven, you just gotta get to Friday, then you got your refeeds. You know what, Steven, you just got halfway through your cardio, 3/4 of the way through your cardio, just 5 minutes left of the cardio, not so bad. We talk positively to ourselves to not only increase adherence on these things, right? I can make it through it. Steven, you have the ability, like, if we can just you'll get your last meal in, we're gonna brush our teeth, we're gonna get a good night's sleep, we're gonna go to bed, we're not gonna overeat, you got this, man. Ooh, Steven, I know you're tired, but the gym's right on the way home, you can make it easy, you just go in, get your cardio done, boom, you're gonna be all right. But even in sport as well, understanding that positive self-talk can have a big influence on our performance. So when we go into the gym, ooh man, instead of saying, oh man, that weight looks really heavy, like, all right, Steven, this weight might be heavy, but you got this, you've done this a million times before, right? All right, cool. All right, Steven, you know what? Like, we don't have the weight in the tank today, but we're gonna get the reps in, we're gonna drop the weight a little bit, we're gonna get some volume in, it's still gonna be a great workout. We're still doing the work. Oh man, like, you know, that guy's really tough, I don't know if I can beat him. Hey, you know, I've been training really hard, I'm gonna play my game, I'm gonna be first, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna, right? So this reframe into positive self-talk can absolutely, and has been shown, to increase performance, and not only that, but enjoyment of the process. So it's, again, another really important piece of that, because if we don't have fun and we're not enjoying what we do, then why the hell are we doing it? So that positive self-talk also in sport and performance. And of course, the opposite has been shown, that negative self-talk and all of these kind of negative thought processes can have a negative impact on your performance. And of course, your enjoyment of the process. So making sure that we're aware of what we say to ourselves. What we say to ourselves is very, very important. It's friggin' pivotal. And of course, this also goes on to what we allow other people to say to us. Because our self-talk is the start. It's what goes on in here. As we start getting our self-talk in line, we start to also realize how other people speak to us. And now we can also start removing other negative influences or non-helpful influences as well. Remember, there's a difference between somebody who's being honest with us and communicating well, and somebody who's just telling us that we'll never be anything and we're not capable, because those things are not freaking true. So I hope this helps, guys. Just be aware of what you say to yourself in here. It makes a huge, huge difference.